Good morning! Facebook! Hello. I'm trying to find my lipstick or lip gloss or something because my lips are chapped and I don't know why I'm singing. Good morning, guys. How is everybody? It's Monday. It's time to do the damn thing. Well, how come every time you're looking for something, you can't find it? Lordy. It's Monday, y'all. Woo! Excited. It's going to be a good Monday, right? Okay, well, I can't find anything, but I found chapstick. That works because my lips are chapped. Hello, Monday. So, whew, what a Monday. Let's just put it that way. First off, do you guys love this color? It's actually a lot darker in person, but this purple, I love purple. So I made this scarf. I love knitting and crocheting. I know I'm such an old lady, but I love making scarves. Yeah, making scarves is my jam. I can make this like way cheaper than I could buy it. So why not? Speaking of which, I'm making a couple for some holiday gifts. I'm super excited about that. Do you have anybody you want to give one to? Because I'll make you one too. Why not? Let's do it. Let's make everybody some scarves. So, what a Monday to start. Let me just say, it is one of those mornings. My eyes like went crisscross. Got up this morning. Pretty good day, like thus far, you know. Got up, did my workout. There were some Superman punches in my workout. It was so much fun, like jumping around like a maniac. Just like kickstarting Monday, right? Superman punching Monday in the face. Shaved my head again. It keeps getting shorter, guys. I have a bad habit of like, just like, oh yeah. So, I had breakfast. My stomach is kind of upset this morning. It's probably because last night I kind of ate like bad stuff. I had ice cream and pie. That's not good. I know. It's okay though. Yeah, my stomach was hurting this morning. I was like, ooh, that's not good. Just kind of like, you know, like that nauseous feeling, ooh, where you're like, I don't know what I ate, but it didn't sit good. I am paying attention to the road, Jose. Leave me alone. My camera's like right over my line of vision for driving, so we're good. Anyways, so I wasn't feeling very hot this morning. Then walking out to put the kids in the car, and so my big old Bubba cup, you guys see me with this thing all the time. I have it filled up with tea. You guys know I'm a tea addict. I freaking dropped it on my driveway. Tea everywhere. Luckily my cup didn't break. That would have like really just, so I was like, oh, okay. Luckily I have more tea in the house. So I went back in the house, refilled my tea, and then I hit the road. Then I get to my daughter's daycare. Nobody answers the door. I was like, you know, at first I got irritated, and then I was like, you know what, I don't know, maybe something's going on, like, I don't know. So called my mom was home. Luckily, women drive crazy. Hey, you know what, Jose? Okay, side note real quick, aside from my story. I'm an excellent driver. I know probably all women say that, but I really am an excellent driver. I have had no tickets, even though I drive like a bat out of hell. Sometimes my husband's like, you need to go a little faster. But I don't need to speed race anywhere. But I do tend to drive over the speed limit a little bit. My husband goes like way fast, so that's another story. But haven't had an accident. When we drive anywhere, my husband's like, when we drive down to like LA and places where there's a lot of traffic and like you need to get around people and like do the damn thing, my husband always is like, here, you drive, I can't handle it. I'm a good driver. If you know my dad or my brother, you know that I had some like NASCAR race car drivers teaching me how to drive. So I'm actually a very good driver. Thank you for asking, Jose. But yeah, so luckily my mom was home, so dropped the baby at my mom's house, and then I got a hold of the daycare lady, and she was like in the backyard when I was ringing the doorbell, and yeah, just crazy morning. So, well, a bat out of hell, Jose, meaning like I drive kind of fast, like I tend to. It depends though. When my kids are in the car, it's different, you know, like, because their lives are more important. So yeah, I'm a much chill driver when my kids are in the car, but when I'm by myself, oh no, like get where it needs to be going. My inner young person comes out, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, this is not about my driving skills. Where was I? I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, so the baby's at my mom's. My mom finally got a hold of daycare. She was in the backyard or something, so my mom will take her to daycare here in a little bit. Thank God my mom doesn't work on, I know you're just kidding, Jose. It's Monday, man. I'm feisty. My morning started crazy. It was just, yeah, don't test me. So yeah, it kind of got me thinking about a lot of stuff, just having a crazy morning, and it, like, I could take this all the negative ways, right? Like, I could seriously just be like, oh, I dropped my G, and my morning started crazy, and then daycare, and and just, like, take it negative. But I'm not going to do that. Like, why would I do that? I mean, I know why people do it, because it's easy. It's easy to jump to the negative. It's easy to focus on that, because that's, like, you know, that's, like, what's happening, and it's frustrating. But two negatives do not make a positive, unless you're doing like multiplying a negative times a negative is positive, right? So then like my brain works in strange ways, y'all. So then I started thinking about, like, okay, if somebody told you you're fat, like, how would that make you feel? Would you accept that, like, from somebody? Would you let them talk to you that way? Probably not. Whether or not it's true, whether or not you are actually overweight or whatever, like, would you accept somebody talking to you that way? Would you let somebody tell you that you're not good enough? Would you let somebody tell you that, you know, you don't deserve a raise, or you don't deserve to have something better in your life? Like, would you let somebody tell you that? I don't think you would. So my next question is this: why do you let yourself talk to you that way? Why do you let yourself look in the mirror and say, ew, you're fat, or ew, you're too skinny, or ew, you're gross, or like, why do you allow yourself to be negative to yourself like that? Have you ever, I'm sure we come up with ways, like, we come up with excuses sometimes, like, oh, you know, I really shouldn't ask for a raise this year because, you know, I had those days off last month, and you know, and like, you find excuses of why you shouldn't have something better, right? Or you're like, you know, I've been overweight my entire life. You know, my parents are overweight. It just runs in my family. You know, like, there's nothing I can do about it. I'll just, you know, it's okay, you know, that I'm overweight. It's okay, you know, like, we give ourselves excuses of why we can't be better while chewing on bacon. You know what? That's funny, Jose. I'm not saying you can't have bacon just because you have goals to hit. You can have bacon. It's just all about, like, are you only eating bacon? Like, but if you need, like, meal plan help, we can talk about that. But that's not, I'm just saying, like, if you're like, hey, you know what? I really need to lose weight. But then you're like, oh, but you know what? It's really hard to get up early in the morning and work out before work. And when I get home from work, I'm just tired. So I'm not going to do it then. Like, you are giving yourself excuses. You're being negative to yourself. You're basically telling yourself that you can't do it. Right? Like, I got, my alarm went off at 4:10 this morning. I stayed in bed till 4:30 because I was there. I was like, oh my God. But you know what? I finally was like, you know what? I deserve to feel good. And I know that as soon as I get going in that workout, I'm going to start feeling good. I'm going to start feeling awake, alive. I'm going to love it. So It's all in how you talk to yourself. Being negative to yourself is not going to get positive results. Like, you won't let somebody else talk like that to you, right? I would never let somebody tell me I can't do something, or if they did, I'd prove them wrong. You know, so why do we allow that from ourselves? Why do we let ourselves say that you're not good enough? Or why do we let ourselves tell ourselves that we're ugly, or that we're fat, or that we're too skinny, or that we're whatever negative things you say to yourself? Because I know you say them. We're human. Like, it's passed through your brain. It's passed through mine. I mean, I'm not perfect. But why do we let that be okay? I don't think that, yeah. That's kind of, I just want you to think about that today. That's like my thing. If you take anything away from today, I want you to sit back and think, what do you tell yourself that isn't positive? Or what excuses, do you do to get past something? Does that even make sense? Do you know what I mean? Why aren't you taking better care of yourself? And I don't want an excuse. I mean, it's okay to say, you know what, I'm scared to change. I'm afraid I might fail. Because usually those are the real reasons that people don't take action on being better. It's because they're scared of change, and two, they're scared that it's not going to work, that they're going to fail at it, that people are going to say, like, I told you so. But why would you want to be a statistic? Why do you want to be like part of the 75 to 85% of people that give up on something? Like, because you get to decide if you're that statistic or not, right? You're the one who decides when you give up on something. And yes, I know I bring this back to health and fitness all the time. Y'all, I'm a healthy lifestyle coach. So this is like what I do. But you can really apply this to any area of your life. If you're constantly in between jobs, switching jobs, you need to ask yourself, why haven't you stuck with the previous job? You know what I mean? Is it too hard? Is your boss too mean? It's like all these reasons, right? But it really comes down to you. Why are you giving up? Because you can have the shittiest job in the world. Like, I don't know what that would be. Because one person's crappy job could be somebody else's saving grace. So whatever to you is the worst job in the world, think about it. If I had the worst job in the world, whatever that is to you, could you survive? Could you make it work? Because in the long run, are you that crappy job? No, you're not. You are whatever you strive to be. So if you have to do that crappy job and save part of that, your money, income every day, so that you can go on to something better, then why the fuck aren't you doing it? You know what I mean? You don't have to hate your job forever. You might have to hate your job for a little bit because it's a means to an end. Same thing with healthy lifestyles. Same thing with working out. I'll be honest, I do not love working out. I am not like one of those people who's like, fuck yeah, we're going to go work out. Or like, yeah, we're going to go to the gym for 3 hours. Like, that is not me. I do not enjoy the gym. I do not enjoy working out. I have some workouts that are more fun to do than others, but I'm not like, fuck yeah, work out. No, I'm not. Because I'm just not. But I do know that it's a means to an end. It's gonna make me feel better. So I get up and I fucking do it. I'm cussing a lot this morning. Sorry. But you know what I mean? It's just like being negative to yourself, saying whatever excuses you're saying to yourself are not gonna get you where you wanna be. If you want to lose weight, then eating a cheeseburger every day and going to fast food restaurants is not going to get you where you want to be. And don't give me the excuse that it's cheaper, that you don't have time, whatever, because you have time for things you make time for, right? Because half the people that tell me I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to cook healthy, I don't have time to do this, that, are spending their weekends partying and drinking at the bars and like doing all kinds of shit. And no, binge watching TV shows. If you have time for any of that, you have time to work out and you have time to eat healthy and you have time to take care of yourself and be a better person. So stop being negative. And yeah, I'm feisty about this morning. I think it's because my day started funky and I chose to turn it around. So I just want you to think about that. Like, that if you would not allow somebody to tell you that you're fat, if you would not allow somebody to tell you that you're not worth it, if you would not allow somebody else telling you that you can't do something, if you would not allow that, then tell me why you allow that from yourself. Because I know you've looked in the mirror before and you've said something negative to yourself. Right, Carly? Okay, y'all. Carly, I'm gonna kind of drop a little bit about your life real quick. My girl Carly, 5 kids, hubby, pretty sure they have some animals, a job, like shit's going on, and this girl's killing it in my group. Working out every day, taking 2 minutes to check into my groups. Like, this girl is smashing it. Like, and she has a side business making stuff. Like, oh my God, this girl is killing it. So please, y'all, Carly, I'm going to use you as like a permanent example. When somebody tells me, oh, I don't have time, I'll be like, do you have 5 kids and a job? Because my friend Carly does, and she's killing it. Because it comes down to your priorities. If you would not allow those type of things from other people, then why are you allowing it from yourself, right? And I've been there, you guys. I was that girl who was like, oh, you know, I don't need this. It's really not going to change my life that much. Like, I don't really, I'll be honest, you guys, I didn't think that I deserved it. I was like, there's no way, I'm going to put my sunshades up. You guys know how to go. I was like, there's no way in hell that this is going to make me feel any better. Like, that's not how life works. Like, being happy is not normal, right? Wah! Hi, I'm back. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever thought about that? Like, normal for most people is complaining about stuff, being negative to themselves and to other people, complaining about things, gossiping. Like, that's normal for most people. I don't want that normal. I don't want that negative. I want my normal to be happy as all fucking get out, and positivity like radiating out of me like fucking sparkles and rainbows. Like, that's the kind of happy, that's the normal I want. I want my normal to be amazing, and I want my bad days to be few and far between. I don't want every day to be like I'm here, I didn't want to be here. Like, I don't want that to be my life. And I'm working to make sure it's not, because that was my life, you guys. I would like, every morning I was like, oh, I don't want to go to work. Every day I was like, I don't want to get out of bed. Every day was fucked off. And like, why would you want to live in that? When you hit your peak, what peak, Casanova? What do you mean? Because I don't think there's no peak. What is a peak? A peak, like, there is no peak. If you hit the top of something, then do something else. Like, if you hit what you think is the peak, like you can't be any better, then keep doing what you're doing. Right? If you're at the peak where you're like, this is the shit. This is my life. This is amazing. This is where I want to be. Then keep doing what you're doing, because you are hitting it. Right? But if you mean like, if you hit a plateau where like things aren't changing, then you need to switch shit up. I have people all the time, they come at me, I've been working out for 3 months and I've hit a plateau. I don't know what to do. It's time to switch up your workout. It's time to reevaluate your meal plan, see what you're doing. You know, your body gets into like a normalcy where it's like, okay, this works, I'm good, we'll just stay right here. If you don't like surprise yourself now and again, then it just stays the same. Same thing with life. If you do the same thing every day, it gets kind of boring, right? You got to switch it up now and again. So if you hit a peak, if you're at the top of your game, then stay there, man. Keep doing what you're doing and fucking enjoy the shit out of it. If you're hitting a plateau and you're not loving life anymore, you're not getting the changes you want, then you need to switch shit up. You got to do something different. And I talk about that like in my groups with my girls. When we've gone to a certain point where you're not doing what you want to do anymore, then it's time to switch it up. It's time to maybe change it, do a new workout for a month, or change our meal plan a little bit. There's other things that you could do, but that's healthy lifestyle related, you know? But that goes into like, your daily lifestyle routine. Sometimes I get it, you guys, you know, we get up, we go to work, we do this, we do that. Every day it's kind of like the same thing. And it gets kind of boring. You gotta switch it up. Like girls, we can switch it up by wearing new makeup or a new lipstick or like changing shit like that. Sometimes you gotta do something different. Like, you know what? This week I'm gonna go hiking, or I'm gonna go on a bike ride, or you gotta switch it up. You gotta, you know, there's so much to do in life, you guys. There is no way you've done it all. There's no way you've seen it all. I don't care who you are. There's always something that can be done. So yeah, think about that today. I got to get to work, but if you got anything from this, I just want you to change your negative talk. If you wouldn't allow somebody else to tell you that, then stop letting yourself tell you that, because you deserve better and you need to raise your expectations. If your expectations are through the roof, can you just imagine how amazing your life would be if you're like, you know what, today I'm going to go out and I'm going to have the best day of my life. And tomorrow you do the same thing. Like, tell me your days would just not be better, right? Today I'm going to find 5 positive things and I'm going to spread some love. Today I'm going to just find 5 people and say something nice to them. Like, tell me your day would just not be good. Like, there's so much negative shit in this world, but we can't focus on it. Like, you got to move on. Like, stupid little things just ignite me. Like, I'm like, oh, look at this purple, you guys. I'm like stoked on this purple today. Purple's one of my favorite colors. Like, if that's all that gets me through the day, then fuck yeah, you know what I mean? Like, stop talking negative to yourself. Find the positive. There's always positive. If you need help with that, then y'all need to get in my groups, because I had no negative allowed. Like, not at all. If you can't find something positive, I'm going to help you find something positive. I'm going to give you something positive to talk about. So anyways, guys, I'm pumped. I Superman punched Monday in the face today. I'm heading out. I got a jam for work. You guys know the drill. I will be back tomorrow. I appreciate all our chats. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to talk to you soon. Mwah.